This Evercade content is sponsored by Evercade Evolution, the Evercade magazine made by Evercade enthusiasts. Check them out on Amazon now. Hi guys, hello and welcome back to another Evercade Cartridge review. So, as promised last week on my New Year update, we are now going to start covering exclusively on this weekly slot the arcade series of games from Evercade. These are in a nice purple clam box. This is number 1 and it is Technos Arcade Collection 1. Okay, so on here we have 8 games. On go the specs. Suspect you may have heard of a few of them. Okay, so we have Mysterious Stones, Dr. John's Adventure, Blockout, Combat Tribes, Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, Double Dragon 3, The Rosetta Stone, Mania Challenge, Minky Monkey and Battle Lane Volume 5. Okay, so something on there pretty much for everyone. The good thing about the arcade games is we have the infinite credits. We just put the coins in. Loosely translated into pressing your select button, hit your start button, away you go. You get infinite continues. Okay, so good for those of us who aren't blessed with extreme gaming skills. Okay, so opening up there, we have our little booklet and we have our cartridge. Exactly the same game as, pardon all puns, as the other ones, guys. They just do 3 ranges. They do the burgundy, which is the normal ones, purple, which is the arcade, and blue, which is the home computer, which you'll see more of this year. Okay, so about Technos. Technos Japan began its life in a single-room apartment in 1981 as 3 former staff members from Data East got together to make a game. That game was Minky Monkey, which first hit the arcades in 1982. Initially, Technos had to work alongside other companies to get their games published, but they hit the big time with their long-running range of Kuno Kun games, and of course their legendary series of belt-scrolling beat-em-ups, Double Dragon. Technos left the scene in 1996, but they left an incredible legacy behind, consisting of both genre-defining and highly creative games. In collaboration with Arc System Works, who now own the rights to Technos' back catalogue, we're proud to bring you a selection of the company's greatest work from the arcade. Okay, so let's take a quick flick through the booklet. Got Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, Double Dragon 3, Rosetta Stone, the Combat Tribes, Mysterious Stones, Blockout, Mania Challenge, Minky Monkey, Battle Lane Volume 5. Not sure where the other 4 volumes went. And just a little bit of an advert there, as always. Okay, so I'm going to drop down, throw the VS on, have a play of 3 of them, and I'll come back and give you my final thoughts. Okay folks, let's go for the first game of the day. Let's go for Minky Monkey. Let's get some credits in, and let's get started. Complete 5 monkeys messages, proceed to the next level. So basically going up and down the ropes, grabbing fruit for our monkey friend at the top, and avoiding baddies. Let's go for it. So we've got to jump over, collect the fruit, and push it back into that little zone there to score. Oh, I thought I was going to try and be clever. Let's even get that one back across. Oh no. Oh, what's he doing firing at me? What's he throwing at me, man? Oh, this is amazing. I had to go with this last night, and it was really easy then. Always the way, as soon as you start filming stuff. Oh, okay. Let's get the lemon done. Oh, I'll tell you, he's on you, this little guy. Oh, let's have a look. Ah, no! Ah, no, let me jump, let me jump! Oh, 4 successes. Oh, 4 out of 5. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Absolutely fantastic game. I'll be here all day if I don't. Okay, one that needs no introduction. Double Dragon 2, The Revenge. Let's get some credits in and let's rock and roll. This one's got a really nice system. Like, you press like the button and like the direction you're facing. So if like you want to hit to the left or hit to the right, you just press that button. It's really weird when you very first start, but then like when you find you get like surrounded, it's just so intuitive. This one for me is the better out of the 2 and 3, definitely. I'm not doing great at it, I've got to admit. Last time I played this, I played it in 2-player, and it was like a lot easier. But hey ho, let's just play, let's just enjoy it. They don't make beat 'em ups like this anymore. Oh man, I'm getting mashed. I'm getting absolutely mashed. Let's try a different tactic. Same tactic, just keep on walking along and getting beaten the heck out of. Yeah, a little tip for you then, guys, just play this in 2-player if you can. Oh my word, finally got rid of that guy. It's like the opening screen, man. Oh no. There we go, let's go and pick this up. But yeah, really good games, these guys. Just ignore me and my pathetic attempts at trying to make them look cool. So just the usual left to right scroller. Bad guys, more bad guys after that. Lovely little helicopter there. And of course, without Double Dragon, we wouldn't have seen like the likes of all your kind of Streets of Rage and that kind of game. Really was. This like I was about to say River Raid. The other Nintendo one, like basically without them, we wouldn't have had like without this even, we wouldn't have had them. So this a real like forerunner, and they're really popular games back in the day as well. You know, I think I first come across this one on a NES port. There we are, getting a little bit better now. No such thing as blocking these games. You either like get out the way or you get punched in the face. Little breather for a minute. Let's go. River City Ransom, that was the name of that game. I was just there thinking about it then, I thought, I know I've reviewed it on one of the previous carts. Okay guys, that's game over. So let's go on to the next one. Last game of the day is Combat Tribes. So straight away, I love the look of this one. It's like a really good game. Again, I only played it in 2-player. But it's one of those that you more traditionally get one button to kick and one button punches. This one's really smooth. Going back to like the point I was making about Double Dragon earlier, like without the Double Dragons you wouldn't have games like this. This is like a real sleeper, this one. It's like a game I've heard of before the cartridge, and yeah, I was playing it with Steph on New Year's Eve in the like 2-player, and we just had an absolute blast. So good. Never gets old, that. Just pick one guy up, like, just basically swing him around and beat his mates up with him like that. Superb. An unusual feature of this one is we are going like left and right, so we're not just going like left to right. That'll do. Let's leave it there, guys. Well, Act 1 over, to be continued. Yeah, let's leave it there. I'll go up top and tell you my thoughts. Welcome back up, guys. So yeah, that was fun. Like I say, I played a lot of these games in 2-player the other night on New Year's Eve with a gaming session with Steph. They are totally different in 1-player. Yeah, so Double Dragon 2, I picked that because I played the Rosetta Stone Double Dragon 3 the other night and it just didn't feel the same to me. The mechanism in Double Dragon 2, that left button and right button to like hit either side here, just seemed, when you first play it, seems almost sluggish and you're like, what's this about? But the longer you play it, the more intuitive it actually gets for you. Going on to Rosetta Stone, the Double Dragon 3, that was more like combat tribes, you know, like one punch, one kick button, face whichever direction. But it seemed more sluggish, and I don't know why that worked when it was like the next one along. Maybe they went for like a design, you know, different design, stuff like that, and it just felt different because of that. So yeah, that was the reason behind Double Dragon 2. Always a pleasure to play that one. Can't believe I was just sitting there for like what seemed like an eternity trying to work out River City Ransom. The whole grey matter, isn't it? Yeah, Minky Monkey was always a gimme. I love the old arcade games. I think that was like 1982, I think. Real charm. Donkey Kong Jr. feel about it. Tricky as hell. Absolutely lovely. One more go. Cannot say no to that, me. Other people may have picked something else, but for me, Minky Monkey all day long. What a name, Minky Monkey. Who thinks of this stuff? What was the last song? Combat Tribes. So that was again based on trying this cartridge on New Year's Eve with my my fiance and of course a bottle of Gentleman Jack. Yeah, just another really cool beat 'em up side scroller. Just so many things to like. I think what hit me first was like the big bold graphics, a really tight game. You know, controls are perfect. Varied enemies. I like the fact like you kind of got to start off on the left and you're working along, and then like it'll suddenly you beat up a few guys and you have to go back to the right, and you're all manner of like guys early doors on motorbikes and sort of stand-up guys, the guy with the 2x4 and stuff like that. So yeah, that is a Stonewall classic for me, really. Probably my favourite on the out of 3 that I picked. So yeah, that's the good. Okay, let me just have a look at the back of the cartridge, put the specs back on. So the Mysterious Stones, Dr. John's Adventure, that didn't really do a lot for me. It was like you have to run around collecting these kind of like jewels and just shooting enemies and stuff. It's better the further you get into it, put it that way. That was why that didn't get selected. Blockout was like a take on Tetris, where you're just basically dropping shapes, Tetris-style shapes on down, like what appears to be like a 3D hole. It probably worked really well in the arcade, but just not for me. Where are we? I've explained Double Dragon 3. Mania Challenge. I should love it, shouldn't I? With it being like a wrestling game. Yeah, punch and grapple. I mean, isn't that what wrestling is? More fun in 2-player than 1-player. If you're there with your friend having a couple of drinks and whatever, you know, and yeah, it's good fun. We had a lot of fun with it. But single player just doesn't hold up for me. And Battle Lane 5, you're on like a motorbike, and you're basically just going up the screen, shooting other motorbikes and cars, and the bad guys are sort of shooting you, and it just didn't work for me. It was like that old 80s coin guzzler where you get about a quarter of a screen up and then you die. Just impossibly hard, I thought. I really didn't know why anybody would play it. It's probably the video game version, like slowly poking pins in your eyes. It just wasn't for me. So on the back of the 3 games I played, I'd say this cartridge is worth it. It's worth a play. You know, anytime you can get your hands on Double Dragon, like, you know, do it. Yeah, a solid start to the arcade series. I'll be honest, I'm more indie gaming as to arcade. So, do you know what? I'd say about a 7 out of 10. You know, there's probably stuff on there you're going to like. And it's always good just to have the infinite continues and all that if you're not blessed with great gaming prowess. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, overall, plenty of yeah in there. Overall, yeah, solid start. All right. Okay, so I shall see you all next month when we go on to Arcade Cartridge number 2, which is the Data East Arcade Collection. So I'm sure there's some really good stuff on that. Keep it real, keep it retro, and I'll see you soon.